Shalom. First of all, I'd like to give all glory and honor to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushua, Bashem, Makakadash. Double honor to the teachers, elders, and apostles of Great Millstone. Likewise, brothers, so they're putting on the truth, faithfully feeding the sheep. And to you, brothers and sisters, tuning in, Shalom. Today's lesson is titled, Preoccupied in the Kingdom of the Dead. And yes, we are preoccupied here in the kingdom of the dead. Now you have those of us who are in this truth, okay, those of us who've repented from our previous life that are preoccupied in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. But for the majority of the people here in America, it's preoccupied in the kingdom of the dead. Let's start off with our first scripture. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus 5:7. It says, make no tiring to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day, for suddenly shall the rod of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance. We spend most of our time busy as hell trying to figure out how we are going to strategize or plan or organize our schedule around pleasing the wicked, which is Esau the Edomite, the so-called white man who owns all of these corporations you see in Great Babylon, America. Okay, and this is what Jake, okay, is preoccupied in. Okay, and this is the reason why when you see them drive by in a vehicle, they look at you, they scoff at you, they walk by, you know, when they do stop at camp or they do stop and ask a question, the question is always ended with, well, I gotta go. I have to be somewhere. Where do you have to go and where do you have to be? Okay, so this is the mindset here in Great Babylon, America, because we've been having this instilled in us as children, okay, that you have to be aggressive, okay, you have to be a go-getter, you know, you have to be someone that's going to be, you know, a mover and a shaker, okay. But let's go into the scriptures and see exactly why Jake, okay, is in this mindset, okay, because see, we've been put into a situation where we have to constantly prove ourselves. We have to constantly prove ourselves, okay, to these other tribes that are beneath us, okay, that we are in fact, you know, able thinkers, okay, humans, not talking apes. This is Deuteronomy 28 and verse 65. It says, among these nations shalt thou find no ease, neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest, but the Lord Yahweh shall give down thee there a trembling heart and a filling of eyes and a sorrow of mind. And every brother in this truth can tell you of tribulations they've gone through. In fact, brothers are going through tribulations right now. Some brothers are going through more heavier tribulations than other brothers are going. Brothers who have passed some of those particular tribulations early on in life, okay, which may have lasted decades, okay, can tell stories of being homeless, you know, living out of your car, being jobless for months, even years, okay, having to go and scrounge around in the garbage and, you know, sell recycled bottles or whatever the case, or wash cars. You know, you go to school, you get a degree, you're still unemployed, okay, you hang your head in shame because you just and not getting where you really want to be. And this is that preoccupied, okay, mindset that we have here in Great Babylon, America, okay, the kingdom of the dead. And it says, and thy life shall hang in doubt before thee, and thou shalt fear day and night. Yeah, I mean, are you going to pay those bills? We seen Jay going through this right now. We seen TikTok videos, okay, of the floods that took place in San Diego and around this nation, okay, with the storms and the hurricanes and the snowstorms and electrical, you know, going out. You know, Jake right now is in a state of paranoia. Okay, you've seen the closing down of stores, small businesses, big businesses. Okay, you got the big major corporations that are talking about letting go of thousands of people. Okay, and Jake is, you know, if Jake is lucky, actually have worked for many of these businesses, and you now in that state of where it says, and thou shall fear day and night, and shall have non-assurance of that life. You don't know if you actually next week you're going to be inside of a house or an apartment, you know, or a roof over your head, or even be able to drive your car, okay, or even have food to eat now. When we look now, you know, at the inflated prices, you know, and it's not like how it was 15, 20 years ago where there seemed to be help or a turnaround, you know, there was some type of glimmer of hope. No, we're in a state right now where, okay, those of us who are in this truth, those of us who are in the elect and the know-how from Yahweh Shemashah, we know this, whatever is going on right now, it's just going to get worse and worse and worse until Great Babylon, America is finally destroyed. And it says, in the morning thou shalt say, would God it were even, and at even thou shalt say, would God it were morning, for the fear of thine heart wherewith thou shalt fear, and for the sight of thine eyes which thou shalt see. And this is all Jake have experienced, okay? Now we, okay, as hopefully like of Yasharala, Israel, or so-called Black Americans and Latino, we understand what Deuteronomy 28 is all about. We've experienced it. We've got Jacob's trouble that's coming, which we're going to experience even more hell, okay? So much to the point to where, okay, the Archangel Michael has to actually stand up to save us, because it's going to be turning into a slaughter fest because of the desperation, okay, that the tribe of Israel is going to have to go through. But this is, here we are, preoccupied. Jakes are preoccupied in chasing, okay, a dead end. And that's what this place is, the kingdom of the dead. Let's go into the book of Psalm 62. And verse 9 says, surely men of low degree and vanity, and men of high degree are a lie. To be laid in balance, they are altogether lighted in vanity. Trust not in oppression, become not vain in robbery. If riches increase, set not your heart upon them. Okay, there are brothers and the elders, and teachers of Great Millstone, in particular the elders. They spoke about it in camp over the weekend, where there are brothers in this truth who are out in the highway in the Bible, putting up lessons and epistles. Okay, feeding the hopefully lack of Yashar Asia, the so-called Black Americans, Latino, who are on different socio-economic statuses and stuff like that. But the brothers don't put their heart, they don't trust in oppression. Who's that oppressor? Esau the Edomite. We read about what's going on, okay, with the WEF, what's going on with the economy. Okay, we subscribe to a whole lot of different type of news articles that speaks about the Great Babylon, America of whole, and also the earth. Okay, this is the reason why you see brothers, not only are the brothers feeding the hopefully lack, okay, the sheep, but brothers also feeding other brothers. And this is how we are prompted to go out there and make videos. In this sense, why you see a diversity of videos that comes out to edify the sheeps, because the sheeps themselves are going through the same problems that the brothers have gone through, or some brothers are currently going through right now. And this is a preparation of the mind, okay, not to be preoccupied in this place, because this place is filled with dead people. Okay, now you have a lot of Hebrew Israelites out there, okay, I'm talking about the shirt fringes ones here, who like to do rap videos and show off what their perceived wealth is, or their high life is, or whatever the case is like that, because they're they trust in oppression, and they have become vain in robbery. Okay, they don't know that we have to walk, okay, in humility. This is not a time for us to go, hey, look what the hell I got, because it's going to be taken away. Let's go into the book of Matthew 6 and start verse 30. Says, wherefore if God power so clothe the grass of the field, which today is and tomorrow is cast into the oven, shall he not much more clothe you, O ye little faith? Okay, so we're not even to be thinking about, okay, what are we going to be eating or doing, hey, let's draw back here. Take a look at all the hell you've been going through, and somehow you made it in the nick of time. I mean, you've got to really sit back, okay, and look at that. Yahweh Shemashai preserve you for a reason. See, he had always had your back, but he does chastise us, and he's not going to let us go unpunished. Okay, and this is the reason why you catch the hell. Okay, but he's not going to give you more hell than you can handle. It says, therefore take no thought, saying, what shall we eat, or what shall we drink, or withal shall we be clothed? And this is going to be the mindset we're going to be in, because we're going to be preoccupied in this place. This is the reason why you see a couple years ago, you see Jake's them, they bow down and they took what? The jab. Okay, they took the jab. Okay, because they were preoccupied, okay, in the kingdom of the dead, of what is going to happen to them tomorrow. Okay, today they have the need to be, okay, a part of the society. It says, for after all these things do the Gentiles seek. See, it says it right there. For your heavenly Father knoweth that ye have need of all these things. So, I mean, I could give examples. I like to lift weights and work out. During the time of the lockdown, guess what? I was able to get all my workout equipment, okay, and I was able to work out, okay. I know of other people who posted on the same website that I got all of my stuff from and gave them 1 star because they never got theirs, okay. Why? The Lord provided for me. He gave me what I like to work out. I exercise. It's what I like to do. So he gave it to me, okay? And it says, but seek ye first the kingdom of power and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. Take therefore no thought for tomorrow, for The morrow shall take thought for the things of itself. Sufficient unto the day is the evil thereof. Okay, so basically, we know that the Lord Yahweh Shemashah is in charge. Whatever the elect is going to need, the elect is going to get. Okay, those who are part of the elect. But okay, the rest of these people are preoccupied in the kingdom of the dead. Okay, and this is the reason why we bring these out, because we were in the world. Okay, we were preoccupied with career, we were preoccupied with money, we were preoccupied with being liked, we were preoccupied with being popular. Okay, we were preoccupied how we look, clothes we wear, the kind of car you drive, the food you eat, your socioeconomic status, all those things we were preoccupied in. Okay, but we now been cleansed from that, and we have a different mindset. We're preoccupied in this gospel and this truth, everlasting life, to get the hell out of this doggone place, because this place is dead. Okay, let's go into the book of 1 John 2 and start verse 14. It said, I have written unto you, fathers, because ye have known him that is from the beginning. I have written unto you, young men, because ye are strong, and the word of God abideth in you, and ye have overcome the wicked one. Who's the wicked one? Esau the Edomite, the so-called white man. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. This doesn't mean that you don't like to watch movies, or you don't like to eat, certain kind of food, or even dress a certain kind of way, which, as long as for women, it should be what? Very modest. Okay, and for men, of course, you don't put skirts and high heels on. Okay, but what this is meaning is that you're not preoccupied, your mindset of trying to be like the rest of these people or these other tribes here in Great Babylon, America. And it says, for all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life, it is not of the Father, but it's of the world. A lot of the brothers walk around. Okay, I don't think we're too ugly to attract anything like that, but nobody wants us. Okay, that's why the apostles that came when they said nobody wants to be with them because they're poor. Okay, we're poor. Okay, nobody wants to be with guys like us. With a Bible in your hand, you look raggy, your cars and all that great, or whatever the case is like that. We present ourselves, okay, in a very humble way, because we have humble spirit, and the world doesn't see us as the kind of people that they want to associate themselves with. And it says, and the world passeth away and the lust thereof, but he that doeth the will of God abideth forever. So that's our goal right here. It's like, at the end of the day, though we live very humble, we're going to live, in our glorious state, okay, as, hopefully, the 144,000 men, which is going to be gods on this earth. Okay, in the word 130 lakh of Yasharala, the children, women, and men who are believers, who are going to be way above everybody else on this earth forever and ever and ever in those immortal bodies. Okay, let's go to the 1 Timothy 6 and start verse 8, and it says, and having food and raiment, let us be therewith content. Hey, be content with what you have. If you have a nice house, that's fine. Okay, what's considered a nice house? Somebody might consider it to be trash. What you consider to be good food, somebody might consider it to be crap, But we're content with what we have and what Yahweh Shemashah has provided for us. Because it's better than what we see is happening out there right now with Jake some under a bridge, or, even these Edomites, okay, which we're not concerned about them. But, they're all strung out on drugs and catching hell right now. And that's about to get a lot more worse, okay? But it says, but they that will be rich fall into temptation and a snare, and into many foolish and hurtful lusts, which drown man in destruction and perdition, which we can use an example of IUIC. Obviously, they praising the so-called white man's God, Jesus Christ, and stuff like that. They dress up really rich, they brag about their millions and stuff, and they live a very great life, and we can see how they party, man. It's off the chain, but that's where they have fallen to the snare and temptation, because they want to be in this world. It says, for the love of money is a root of all evil. See, the love of money is a root of all evil. Okay, money can pay your bills and give you some comfort, and the Lord does bless, okay, his men, his women, and his children with the comfort of life, okay, which could be in the form of the petrodollar or whatever other form of currency, in what location or geographical location that they live in. It says, which while some coveted after, they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many arrows. And why are they piercing themselves with many arrows and erred from the faith? Because they're preoccupied in the kingdom of the dead. too busy to turn to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. But we are not. We are occupied in this truth and in this faith. Okay, so hopefully the lack has been edified today. I'd like to close by giving all glory and honor to Yahweh Shem Yahushai by Shem Rakakadash. Double honor to teachers, elders, and apostles, great millstone. Likewise, brothers out there putting on this truth. Faithfully, fearlessly feeding the sheep and to brothers and sisters doing again. Shalom.